Hello, algebra students. Today we are going to do lesson 4-7. Today we're combining both perpendicular and parallel lines. So y'all have had a couple days to practice with each one of these, and so now we're going to throw them together and make you decide, are they parallel or perpendicular? So remember, determining whether they are parallel or perpendicular is all in the slopes. If they have equal slopes, then they are parallel. If they have negative reciprocals, then it would be perpendicular. So let's look at these two lines. Are these two lines parallel or perpendicular? Well, remember, the y-intercept doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I'm just worried about the slope. So are negative 1/4 and 4 equal? No. So I know they're not parallel, but they are negative reciprocals of each other, because if I change the sign of 4 and flip it, then I get negative 1/4. So these two would be considered perpendicular. Now, your lines are not always going to be given to you in slope-intercept form. So I need to be able to convert to slope-intercept form if that's what you find easy to work with. And that's what I find easiest to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4x minus 3y equals 2, and I'm going to convert it to slope-intercept form, remembering that I'm solving for y, getting y by itself. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides, and so now I have negative 3y equals negative 4x plus 2. Okay? So I need to get rid of negative 3 by dividing, and I'm going to divide it through everything. So now I have an equation of my line as y equals 4/3 x minus 2/3. And don't worry about the negative 2/3, because remember, all I'm worried about is my slope. And I know that the slope of this line is 4/3. Okay, we got to fix up the other line. So I'm going to take 3x plus 4y equals negative 1, and I'm going to solve it for y, getting y by itself. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides of the equal sign. So I have 4y equals negative 3x minus 1. And then divide by 4. And so I get y equals negative 3/4 minus 1x minus 1/4. Remember, I don't really care about this negative 1/4, but this negative 3/4 I need. So are these two equal to each other? No. But negative 3/4 is a negative reciprocal of 4/3, so I know that these two are perpendicular. Okay, now they want me to write the equation of a line perpendicular to this line going through the point 3, 3. And so this is very similar to one we've already done. I just thought we'd practice with one that was not already in y-intercept form. So I'm going to take 2y equals 3x minus 6, and I'm going to get y by itself. So I'm going to divide by 2, and so y should equal 3/2 x minus 3. Now remember, I don't care about the y-intercept. All I need from this equation is the slope. If I want to be a perpendicular slope to this, I got to change the sign and flip it. So the slope of my line that I'm going to be writing is negative 2/3. And then our point is 3, 3. Remember, I told you that point slope is probably going to be our best bet, easiest thing to do. So I'm going to do y minus my y coordinate is equal to my slope, which is negative 2/3, times x minus 3. There's your point slope form, and we've already worked with going through each one. If you need extra practice, you can try to put these in slope-intercept and standard form. If you need help doing it, watch the previous video and it will show you. Alright, so this one I did a little bit extra challenge, and I'm just kind of reviewing over the last couple days. We have to give our equation in standard form, and I want to be parallel to this one going through this point. Okay, well, only thing I need from this line is its slope, and I want to be parallel to it, so I know my new slope is going to be 5, and I need to go through the point 1, 2. So let's go ahead and get our point slope form and work from there. So I know y minus 2 is going to equal 5 times x minus the negative 1, which is like plus 1. Okay, there's my point slope form. To get to standard form, I need to go ahead and go to slope-intercept. So I have to multiply through there. So I have y minus 2 equals 5x plus 5. And now I'm going to add the 2 to both sides. And so I get y equals 5x plus 7. They want it in standard form, though. I'm in slope-intercept. So x and y have to be on the same side. So I now have negative 5x plus y equals 7. I don't want this first number to be negative, so I'm going to multiply everything by negative 1. So I get 5x minus y equals negative 7. Okay? So there's our answer in standard form to this question. Once again, I wanted to make sure that we understood our special cases of horizontal and vertical lines. So write an equation of any parallel or perpendicular line to y equals 5. So if I want to be parallel to it, all I have to do is say y equals another number, y equals 2. If I looked at the graph of that, I'd have one line here and one line here. Those two lines are parallel. If I want to be perpendicular to that line, so this was parallel. If I want it to be perpendicular, then I would choose x equals any number. So that's like this vertical line and this horizontal line, those will be perpendicular. Oops. And that is the end of video 4.7.